Hello friends, welcome to yet another fascinating video of Wisdom Zone. This is Shubro, and friends, in today's video I'm gonna discuss some extremely fancy English vocabulary for your everyday English conversation. So it is my earnest request to all of you, please watch this video carefully to learn all the fancy English vocabulary I'm gonna discuss today. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get the first notification. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So friends, welcome back once again to this amazing video on fancy English vocabulary. And as I have promised, in today's video you're gonna get some extremely fancy and new English vocabulary to sound quite proficient and dynamic. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So as you see friends, the first English vocabulary I'm gonna discuss is on your screen, that is caricature. It is a noun and it can be used as a verb. So let me repeat once again, it's caricature. Caricature means a drawing or written description of someone that usually makes them look silly and funny. So that's called caricature. You can also use it as a verb. So let me show you how to use it. He sketched a caricature of the Prime Minister. That means he in fact made a drawing of the Prime Minister which was quite silly and funny. So like this way you can use the term caricature. It's a very interesting term, isn't that? And it's quite fancy also. So up next we will dive into the next word, that is commercial. Let me repeat once again, commercial. Commercial is a noun. Commercial means an advertisement. Instead of saying advertisement, you can use the term commercial. So as you see the example, nowadays we see so many commercials on television. Nowadays we do see so many commercials on television, isn't that? Up next we will dive into the third fancy word for today, that is netizen. Let me repeat once again, netizen. And it's a new and fancy word. You must have seen this in newspapers. So it is a noun. In fact, it means a person who uses the internet. An internet user is called netizen, like citizen, netizen. Try to remember like this way. So let me show you how to use it. Many netizens made negative comments about the new policy. So I'm quite sure it's clear that netizens means obviously the internet users made negative comments. So I'm quite sure it's clear. Up next we are going to focus on the next word, that is utopia. Let me repeat once again, utopia, again a very fancy word, isn't that? It is a noun. It means an ideal society. An ideal society where people are treated equally and people have opportunities. That kind of society is called utopia. So let me show you how to use it. Many people dream about utopia. Obviously many people dream about an ideal society. We all do, isn't that? So up next we will dive into the fifth word, that is another version of utopia, that is utopian. It's an adjective in fact. Utopian means having the characteristics or relating to utopia. Having the characteristics of utopia or relating to utopia. That means relating to ideal society. So let me show you how to use it. They had a utopian vision. So that means their vision was utopian. Their vision was all about an ideal society. So I'm quite sure it's clear. So up next we will see the next word, which is just the opposite, an antonym of utopia, that is dystopia. Let me repeat once again, it's dystopia. I hope you have guessed it. Dystopia is also a noun and it is just the opposite of utopia. It means a very bad or unfair society. Means a society which is not at all ideal, it is unfair and in which there is a lot of suffering. There is a lot of suffering. A very bad, unfair society is called dystopia. So as you see the example, frequent wars can lead to a dystopia. Yes, it can, isn't that? It can lead to a very unfair society with a lot of suffering, isn't that? Up next we will dive into the next word, that is dystopian. The way we have discussed utopian, similarly dystopian is the adjective form. It means relating or denoting an imagined society where there is a great suffering. An imagined society where there is great suffering is called dystopian. So as you see, he wrote several dystopian novels. That means he wrote novels. Novels were related to dystopia, relating to great suffering in fact. Up next we will dive into the last word, that is visionary. Let me repeat once again, it's visionary. Visionary can be used as a noun. It is also used as an adjective. It means obviously a dreamer. You may say a person with the ability to imagine how a country, society will develop in the future. A person who has the vision for the future and how a society or country will develop. that person is called visionary. Very important term. Let me show you how to use it. He was not only a writer but also a visionary. So you can say that he's a visionary. Like this way you can use this. So friends, today I gave you some extremely fancy English vocabulary. I'm quite sure you enjoyed this video and you learned some fancy interesting words, and they sound quite interesting, isn't that? So try to incorporate them in your speaking as well as writing to sound quite dynamic and colorful. And please go through the examples and make sentences and comment below. And if you still haven't subscribed to this channel, please do not wait. Immediately go ahead and subscribe to Wisdom Zone and hit the bell icon to get many more videos. So stay tuned for further informative videos, and please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to Wisdom Zone.